Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Yo, we talk about lightsabers, stunning your TV screens, what you want to stream, everything beyond your dreams. Want to talk about movies, sports, or even politics? Go ahead and tune into us. We'll give you all of it. Whatever you're debating, Xbox or PlayStation, Marvel or DC, Mac or PC. Teraflops when the movie drops, gigabytes, chips, RAM, no matter what it is, we got all of it. Welcome to the show.
Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Welcome to Nerds Talking, the podcast. I'm here with Carlos and Laura, and I'm Lafayette. Thank you for joining us this Friday. Man, this is going to be
NPR now?
terrific. It is now. Now we're doing NPR style. Yeah.
I like
Try to
it.
let's try to get that. Let's all talk like, we're very cordial, very nice. Anyway.
Sweaty balls. I'd like to.
Well, that's why
try
sweaty
the
balls.
Sweaty balls.
Sweaty balls. So welcome to Friday. So one quick note on this Friday. Eminem, his new single comes out today called Houdini off his album, The Death of Slim Shady, coming out in June. There you go.
Is it? Have we heard it? Has anyone heard it?
No. Comes
No.
out today. So we haven't heard it yet.
Oh, okay.
So check it out. Houdini.
How does that work when someone already has a song titled Houdini?
Oh, there's a bunch of
I mean,
like
a lot of songs
with
have the same
title.
titles.
Yeah. a
Name me
lot of them.
two.
Whoop, there it is. There's two versions of that. One by I-95, one by Tag Team. Tag Team, back again. Check it, direct it, let's begin. So, there you go. Going back to Cali, Notorious Big, LL Cool J. There's another one for you.
Los Angeles is a song by. I know it. There's a song by.
That's a good one, too.
Name,
Blah.
but I
don't
know that there's a billion songs out
Of
there.
course, there's a
called Los
billion songs with the
Angeles.
same name.
Yeah. I mean, like Houdini is, it's a well-known thing. Same person, same as Los Angeles.
I'm pretty sure Dua Lipa is not the first person to name a song Houdini. Pretty sure other people name their song Houdini as well. So, yeah. So there you go.
Saint Vincent.
Oh, yes. There you go. Name we all know. Right?
Sorry.
Maybe?
Now
I
I
don't
just want to listen to it.
To which one? Houdini?
No, Los Angeles.
No, but Eminem's album is called The Death of Slim Shady. People are saying it's his last album. So we'll see. The man is like 52 years old. Might be his last album. Might be.
I mean, I was never an Eminem fan back
it's
in
too
the
bad.
day. But now, I mean, like his like poppy rap stuff, like
Yeah.
those beats are catchy as fuck. And he's on a few of my playlists. Like Slim
Oh.
Shady is a great song.
Yes. Oh, yeah. The real Slim Shady.
Yeah.
Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. All right. Movies out this weekend. There's nothing. There's nothing in theaters except for one movie that no one's going to see. It's
Garfield.
called. That was last week.
Oh, sorry.
It's called In a Violent Nature. It's a horror movie. From the killer's perspective. It's kind of like Friday the 13th. And I see it. I've seen it months ago at a sneak preview.
Ooh, fancy.
It is a complete dog shit movie. One of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
0 Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, such a fucking shit show movie. And they asked me if I liked it. I said it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. They said, get the fuck out. So they kicked me out of it. Yeah.
How do they do that? Do they give you like paper and pen or like an iPad for you to type it
do.
out? Like
It depends. Some
Paper
still
and
give out
pen.
the paper, but most now give you an not an iPad, a iPhone
QR code. Oh.
or
okay.
an Android. It has like an app on it, and you fill it out. So I fill it out, then you give it back, and then they come around, and the people will ask you, "What'd you think of it?" And then, "What'd you think of it?" And then you tell them, your thought, and I tell them that was one of the worst movies I've ever seen, and it's a piece of shit. And everybody else did too. I mean, almost, I would say 95% of the audience said the same thing. People walked out, and it was a preview. People actually walked out how bad the movie was,
Wow.
and it's a ripoff of Friday the 13th, complete ripoff. Yeah. So it's called In a Violent Nature. So if you're gonna go to the movies,
Well,
this
what good
weekend-
is those feedback groups if all you're gonna do is pick the people that liked it?
That's all they do. That's all they
It's
do.
like, okay, I'll say 100 people watched it, 95 walk out or don't like
Yep.
it. You have 5 people.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that was a great movie. Oh, these 5 people, that's great. That's great feedback. That's ridiculous. What's the
That's
purpose?
all
they do.
just that's about surveys in general, right? You
It
can
is, and it's about
cherry pick.
yeah, and finding the people that like it, and then honing that movie to that group of people, and thinking, okay, if we just get this group of people, it's gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
mean,
all.
it's valuable information for targeting and marketing and demographic info.
I'm gonna tell you how bad this movie was. Okay,
Give
they
it.
started it up, and they said this movie comes out in 3 weeks on Shudder. I was like, oh, it's gonna
Oh,
be bad.
really?
And then they said, and a theatrical release also. And then when everybody walked out, basically, I would say a third walked out before it was finished. Everybody else just walked out right away, like, what a piece of shit. That movie didn't hear one word of that movie. They were like,
For
fuck.
how long?
Ooh, I probably saw this movie a good 4 months ago.
Wow.
And
So
the
they did
pacing is so
some
bad.
post-production.
Yeah, what they did, honestly, they edited the movie big time because about half the movie is the back shot of a serial killer walking in the forest.
So a third person perspective.
Exactly. And that's half the movie. It's so boring. All you hear is footsteps of leaves. And you're like, God damn, who fuck? And it's a Canadian horror movie. So
ASMR.
fucking Canucks, man.
Ooh.
Canucks.
Crinkle,
Oh, it was a
crinkle,
Canadian movie?
leaves.
Yeah,
A
and what they
Canadian movie was the
yeah.
killer like polite? I'm gonna kill you right now, eh? Is that all right, eh?
Right?
Gosh, and yeah.
Sorry.
It's well, and the thing is, they try really. I don't know if you've ever seen there's a thing about Canadian horror movies. They use practical effects for everything, but
Well,
they
that's
try to be as
cool.
gory as possible.
That's cool.
That's kind of their thing. So it has like 3 really gory scenes that are like so almost over the top and stupid, but they try hard. Anyway, so it's called In a Violent Nature, out today, and it's a piece of shit. So 1 out of 5. All right. Yep.
Are you saying we should go see it?
So
You're
if you're gonna
saying there's a chance.
Yeah, if you're gonna go see a movie, people complained about how Mad Max made no money. Now you can go see Mad Max Furiosa. Go watch it. You know, there you go. There's your weekend to watch a movie.
Holy shit, dude!
Yeah.
How did this thing? You just said it's a piece of shit movie.
Oh yeah, it's a fucking turd fest.
Yeah, it's
Oh, look at the
90% on
reviews.
Rotten Tomatoes.
No, I noticed that. I noticed that.
What?
already. Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
noticed that.
seeding. It hasn't even come out yet. That's some fucking marketing bullshit.
No. What it is I read some reviews and they're like, "Oh, it's genius from the killer's perspective. Oh, it's genius. You're going to love it." I'm like, I tell you the whole fucking story right now. Okay, there's a guy buried in somewhere in the forest, and there's a pipe stuck like into the ground above him, and there's a locket on the pipe. Okay, the locket is not supposed to be removed because that's what keeps him where he is. Well, somebody takes the locket. He wakes up and he just starts randomly killing people in the forest, thinking he's gonna find the locket. That's it. That's the movie. That's it. That's the whole thing. And he doesn't say a word. He just stomps around for hours on end.
Do we hear his
know.
background story at all?
It's like almost like one sentence.
You
You know.
really like that locket, guys.
Yeah. And literally that's the whole entire movie. Basically a sheriff shows up and goes, "We thought we buried you. Who took the locket?" And then he starts shooting him. He's like, "My dad put you away even though he died." And then he dies.
What's
Not
the
the bad guy.
significance of the locket? Is like a picture of his mom? Is there?
I think it's like his former lover or whatever, his wife or some shit. It's stupid.
He's
The
wearing
whole
some sort of
fucking thing is
weird
stupid. He's wearing like a gas mask.
mask.
It's a gas
Huh?
mask. He's wearing a gas mask. Yeah.
Not even
Why?
a gas mag. It's a hood.
It's
Why
a
is he
hood, but
wearing
it
a
has
mask?
like it's retarded. The whole thing's retarded. The whole
Can he
thing.
not breathe? Is this a Bane situation?
No, he's a zombie basically.
Oh.
He's Jason. I'm telling you, the movie is just a really
That's
it's
not
the
a gas mask. I
it's
don't know
a
what the hell that
it's
is.
the Canadian
Mm.
Friday 13th. That's all it is. No, nothing more than that. So it's a piece of shit, and we'll say it here first. So
Oh, yeah,
anyway.
there's a lot of good reviews.
I know it's crazy. Read me a review like a snippet, just like one of the good ones.
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Hold
Yep.
on.
I'm waiting. Thanks for tuning in to Nerds Talking Podcast. Say something, anything.
I gotta go through the freaking thing.
But on
Holy
IMDb, it's 5.8 out of 10. How do you get a
Yeah,
5.8?
those people got it right.
Seriously promising talent.
That's it?
I must be about the director or something. Give me something
Yeah.
else. Give me
I'm
anything.
an article. This isn't like a Google review.
Article? No. You go to Rotten Tomato, it gives you the little quick
Oh,
snippet of the good reviews.
Sorry.
Oh my God, these
It's
people.
this guy gave it a good review.
Okay, what's the
Features,
snippet?
without question, the most gruesome on-screen slashing of the century. Those reports about audience members vomiting were not exaggerated. For some reason, that's good.
That's a good thing in a movie. That's so stupid.
Some guy from
Violent
Top Critic.
Nature is the most thrilling, terrifying, grotesque, and often quite funny reworking of the slasher genre in ages.
Has zero humor to it. What? Give me something else.
And a Violent Nature's most thrilling, terrifying. Oh, you just read that one.
Oh,
Extreme
goddamn.
gore, unexpected kills, power, partially effective thriller.
I'll give you an example of one of the kills. Okay, he punches a chick through her back, grabbing her spine, and then ripping it down through her neck, and then pulling it back through her stomach.
What?
Yeah, Predator type
It doesn't
shit.
even make sense.
He basically grabs her spine, right? Punches through her
Mhm.
stomach, grabs the
But
spine,
wait,
pulls it
through her front.
Yeah, through her
Grabs
front,
her
pulls
spine.
it down. Literally pulls her
Down.
head down through her neck, through all the way through her body,
Oh,
like chest,
that's fucking stupid.
and then yanks it back through the hole, and then like wraps it back around the back. Now she looks like a pretzel, and then like pushes her off a cliff. Bitch, just push the motherfucker off the cliff. She was already doing yoga at the edge of the
You
cliff.
wasted a lot of time.
Yeah. Look,
Well,
you
here's
made no
one.
One
point.
person may have got it right. While it delivers some intriguing lore and brutal kills, it suffers from extremely slow pacing and an ending that never fully gets there. A bit too artsy for a horror movie.
Yeah, they tried to be super artsy with it, which there's no such thing. I mean, fuck off. Anyway, Laura.
ASMR footsteps through the woods, 20-somethings not
Oh,
even
got it
trying to
right.
escape or fight back. Poor storyline, lame.
Yeah. Oh, that's another good one. They get to the one point where they know they're gonna get, this guy's out to kill him. They get to a truck and decide, wait a second. How about you take the truck? I go inside, get a gun, and then you go get a shovel. I'm like, motherfuckers, all get in the truck. Why would you debate this? Like, what are you doing? And it's
All right,
really
last
bad
one.
acting by unknown Canadians. That's another thing.
There's an old legend, plenty of stupid bro dialogue, all the cliche writing packed into the margins of a story about a zombie taking a walk. Simply slowing the pacing of a film to a crawl doesn't alleviate it to a worthwhile art piece.
Oh yeah, and that's the best way to put it is I'm telling you, you're so bored watching this movie because 50% of it is a guy walking through the woods. That's literally what you're watching. It's so bad. It's so and a violent nature. I'll take a violent crap on this film. It's so bad. It's such a bad movie.
That's
Ugh.
Laura's department.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You want to know
Maybe-
Zempic or Trizepatide update?
Oh, we
Oh,
do. We
yeah.
do. On count of
Yeah.
3. 1, 2, 3.
12 pounds down.
Whoa! Look
Wow.
at that. Look, so
Yeah.
it's working.
Do I
It's
look hot?
working.
Do I
Yeah,
look
you
hot
do.
yet?
Oh
no,
yeah,
I'm
you're
still fat. Don't
you're
lie.
Are you
almost-
wearing
But
camouflage?
yeah. That's why we can't tell because he's wearing camo right now. You notice that
Yeah.
too?
God, it's tie-dye. It's
He's like, I
a
lost so
faded
much weight
tie-dye.
because you can't even see me.
12 pounds down. I learned this week that injection site matters.
Oh,
If you inject in different parts of the body, it has different side effects. I had started with the stomach and switched to the thigh. And then for whatever reason, dumb reason, I decided to go back to the stomach. Don't do that, guys. It makes you sick. I've thrown up 3 times this week. So just FYI, keep to the thighs or the arm. That's what everyone says.
I thought you were gonna say you injected like into your pizza, like through your food.
No, I bet that would
Different-
be tasty.
Yeah, that would be
Mm.
tasty. Oh,
I
so
had
good.
pizza tonight and one
Oh.
slice.
Oh, that's
and
it.
then I threw it up.
Oh,
So,
oh, so it makes you bulimic.
I mean, basically. I mean, if you do it wrong, yeah, which I
The-
clearly did.
The only way you really know you're hot is if you're actually Madison hot, and you're not there yet.
No.
Not there
Okay.
yet.
All right.
Yeah,
Fair.
sorry.
Fair.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
That just
I
means
got
would a guy cheat on you with his wife? Leave his wife for you. That's all.
Hey. Hey. Oh, cheat on or leave. That's not the
Let's
the
go cheat.
bar.
Let's go cheat
Cheat.
because
Let's
that's what
go
Ashley
cheat.
Madison is.
I've had at least one married man want to fuck me. Okay.
Well,
So I
congratulations. Now wait a
definitely
second.
Have
this is
that.
when was this? When was prior to kids?
No, no, and I'm
Oh, you
not
had
going to tell the
children
story.
already.
I'm just
Okay,
saying
okay.
that
12
at
pounds.
least
Congratulations.
at least one has been interested.
All right, Carlos, have you had a married man? I'm just let's not. Maybe you have. I don't. Maybe I don't. We'll talk about it later. Anyway, so there you go. So again, go watch Garfield or Furiosa. Mad Max. I heard Mad Max is really good. Two people I know saw it said, man, it's nonstop. It's like the last one. It's nonstop action. It's really good. Okay. And some people told me it's better than the last one, which I like the last one a lot. So hey, you don't know.
My husband, when he saw that movie, said it was kind of boring, and I almost smacked him up the side of the head. I was like, "What? The Furiosa is boring? What?" Anyway,
Oh, you mean the last one or the current
Yeah.
one?
no, the last one that came
Oh, the
out.
last one. Yeah. Mad Max. Gotcha.
Boring.
Yes.
Boring?
Yeah, that's not a boring movie.
It's
at
not
all.
a boring movie. It's nonstop action.
And
whatever.
Johnny's take is rather ridiculous. If anybody heard him, I didn't like it because the guy that came out and played guitar. I was like, that was like one of the coolest parts. What are you talking about? It made no sense.
It was pretty fucking stupid. It's just like the whole like theme of the movie.
Yeah,
Either
exactly.
you're
It's the
on
theme of
board
the
or you're
movie.
not.
Exactly.
Either you're on board or you're not.
Oh well. Here's a Johnny update. If you guys didn't know, he came on last week. Did a GoFundMe. It only took him 1 day to get his goal of 25,000, but actually hit 30,000 in 1
I
day.
know. I was so happy
So
for
there you
him.
go.
But
There you
notice how
go.
he's not here again this week.
Well, he
was just
came on
like,
to
yep.
he came here to promote and plug.
Yeah.
And then
And then
ran
he's
off.
like,
Then ran off with his bags of
"Bye."
money. Yep.
Good for him.
Yep.
Go,
yep.
Johnny. Run.
Ran off. He's like,
Go
later.
on. Take the money and run.
Like later, losers. If he has any other cause, he'll come on. Don't worry. I think he said something about penis enlargement. So probably needs to raise money for that.
We'll do
So we have quite a few movies we've seen. We saw Atlas starring Jennifer Lopez. Some of us saw Civil War. Some of us saw Ghostbusters. Carlos, what else did you see by any chance this week? Or Laura?
Arcadian?
Oh, you saw Arcadian starring Nick Cage. Okay. Maybe
Yeah.
give us a little review on that. You saw Boy Kills World?
I did see Boy Kills World. Yep.
Okay. Did you
Saw
see The
that.
First Omen by any chance?
No.
I did see that one. I did see The First Omen. Yeah. I also saw Back in Black. That's the story of Amy
Oh.
Winehouse.
No, I haven't seen
Man,
that.
you guys watch a lot of movies. I just watch TV shows. I watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine all week. That's all I've been doing.
I stay up late. I just watch movies. I did watch 2 documentaries. Laura and I kind of spoke about it pre-show. The Ashley Madison documentary.
Oh, I've only seen the first episode.
Very interesting. And I saw another one called Dance for the Devil. It's actually about a cult/church that TikTok dancers got sucked into. It's very interesting.
That's on my
Is that
list.
a Netflix one too?
Yeah, it just came out.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
definitely watching that one.
So saw that one. That one's very interesting. So yes, but there's a lot to watch. So we'll get into that after I tell you that He-Man has casted their He-Man. So we now have is it Sacha Baron Cohen, right? He's Skeletor. And He-Man is Nicholas Galitzin. I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is. But Nicholas Galitzin. He is He-Man. He's a skinny little dude. Skinny, like tall. That's not He-Man.
So he's
I'm
got to be Prince
sure-
Adam. I mean, I guess you got to get somebody. Well,
No, you can't double dip.
you can do the Chris Evans thing, where they made him skinny for Captain America.
True.
I mean, people bulk up hardcore.
But that's
So
just, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna work. Who knows? But anyway, he's He-Man. So there you go.
He's
He-Man
from
now
a
has
Prime Video show
I feel like
movie,
I've seen
Prime
him
movie.
called The
in
Idea
something.
of You.
Oh,
and Red,
yes,
White,
yes.
and Royal Blue.
That's right. His that Idea of You is kind of his big thing on Amazon. Anyway, so there you go. He-Man has his hero and its villain and has 4 writers. How many fucking writers does it take to write He-Man? I don't know. Apparently 4. Yeah, apparently it takes 4 writers. So there you go. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll take a break here on Nerds Talking the Podcast. And when we come back, we're going to talk Atlas starring Jennifer Lopez on Netflix right after this.
Oh, hello there. My name's Teddy. I'm here to tell you about a brand new show. It's a podcast with my best friend, Alan. Alan, say hello.
Man. Hi, everybody.
That's right. And our newest podcast is called Bestest Friends.
Oh, man.
That's right, because we're bestest friends.
Oh, yeah, man. Best friend.
And
man.
our show is going to be about everything.
Oh, man,
So you can tune in every single week where you find your podcast. Look up Bestest Friends, and you're going to find myself
Oh, that's
and
right.
Alan.
Oh, man, that's me, man.
That's right, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
The Bestest Friends podcast. It's going to be so much fun. Oh, my God. It's for all ages.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
everybody can listen to it, even your grandma. And she's
Oh,
a nice
yeah.
lady, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, man, she's
But some
great,
people are
man.
like, oh, my grandma dead.
Oh,
Oh, no, it's too bad. But maybe you can, like, send a prayer to heaven that you can subscribe
Oh,
to
man.
our show.
Oh,
That'd
yeah,
be
oh,
fantastic.
that's not a bad idea, man. Like, Jesus, like, he can subscribe too, man. So that's a good idea.
That's right, Alan.
Oh, man, yeah.
So Bestest Friends podcast.
Best friend,
Please subscribe and listen. And That's all we got for you.
Oh,
so
man,
thank you
that's all-
again.
that's all we got, man.
Let's go back to whatever you're listening to. Hopefully it's pretty good,
Oh,
but it's
man,
not
yeah.
pretty as good as best friends. but
No,
it's
wait,
pretty
man.
really
My best
good.
friend's gonna be the best podcast ever, man.
That's right, Alan.
Oh yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks everybody. Best friend, man.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, man.
Bestest Friends Podcast, wherever you find your podcasts. Listen today.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking, the podcast. I'm here with Carlos, Laura, and I'm Lafayette. Yeah, I'm cool. That's right. Hey, everyone. Remember to rate, subscribe, review, turn on notifications, tell your friends every Friday, new episodes of Nerds Talking, the podcast. That's right. YouTube under Nerds Talking. Man, we do videos there. Oh, so cool. So there you go. Anybody want to do a shout out this week? Anybody? No?
I
There
want
we
to
go.
plug.
Okay, go ahead, plug.
Can I plug Ooh, I bumped my mic.
You always ask, but then you never like pause to get permission. You
Okay.
just go into it.
Can I?
So just-
can
I did say yeah,
I-
though. No, but I did say
Yeah,
yes.
he definitely said yes.
Yeah.
Better to ask for forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
Yeah. Anyway, plugging Impolite Society this week episode release. I'm quite proud of. It is about assisted suicide. Very dense research. Very interesting topic. There was a woman in the Netherlands who just recently
I saw that in the news.
euthanized
I know
herself.
someone who did that
Oh,
personally. I
interesting.
know someone.
Right in, Carlos. We have a new function on our episodes where you can text us. So in the episode description, if you scroll all the way down on Impolite Society episode descriptions, the newest one, click text us.
But if
send
he-
us a note.
But if he writes you on there, are you going to do another episode answering his
No,
question?
we would just read it on the show.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like the next show, you'll read it.
Yeah.
The next. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
We
Okay,
record
got it.
very soon. So
Okay,
yeah.
well, there you go. So check out Impolite Society everywhere you can find your podcasts.
How to legally kill yourself.
Yeah,
Check it
well-
out.
Well, okay. There you go. So, yeah, remember that's Laura. Laura has another show, and Laura came from that show. We poached her.
Yeah, you did.
So that's how Laura got here. She was a guest, and they were like, "You're no longer a guest. You're now a prisoner." So there you go.
Happy
Oh,
to be here.
There you go. So we're gonna jump into our reviews. Man, I feel like we got a good amount. Atlas first on Netflix, starring Jennifer Lopez, is a sci-fi movie about AI, and just like any good AI story, how AI is gonna take over. Man, oh man, trouble with the AI. I swear, every movie. There's no good movie about AI where it's positive. It's always negative. Carlos, your take on Atlas, starring Jennifer Lopez on Netflix.
It was good. I actually liked it. The visual effects were great. The only thing I wasn't a fan of Jennifer Lopez's acting because playing someone, I kept trying to find someone in my head. I kept trying to think who could play a better role because she was trying to do the Tom Hanks Castaway thing, and it just didn't work well when she was talking to Simon. I actually liked Simon
Smith.
better than I liked
Yeah, Smith.
Oh, I'm
Smith.
sorry,
Smith,
Smith.
like
you're
Will.
right.
Mhm.
Right, Smith. Sorry, Smith. I liked that character better than her character. Not that her character was bad. It's just that some of the scenes where she was trying to just interact with herself just didn't work right. Didn't work well for me. And one thing I couldn't figure out is when Smith fixed her leg. Later on, she puts her leg up on the console and it still doesn't have that metal plate that he put on it. For some reason, it's missing. And then
Continuity
another
error.
seeing the same thing, yeah. But I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was. I'm never really too hip on these. Oh, I need to catch them because I did all the work type characters. But like I said, it's the visual effects that got me. The mech warriors were really cool. The mech robots. But no, I liked it. It's worth a watch. It was a fun watch. It's I'd give it a 3.5, maybe a 4.
All right. Wow, 3.5, 4. Laura, what's your take on Atlas, starring Jennifer Lopez on Netflix? Oh, also starring Sam Lau,
Simu Liu.
Simu Liu. If you don't know, he played Iron Fist in Marvel's Iron Fist.
I was a little bit torn about this movie. I did not hate it, but I did not love it. There was something about it that felt cheap kind of from the get-go. And not cheap as in like production budget, but just like shortcuts. You know, whenever there's a movie that starts by giving me a ton of exposition and backstory and then starts the movie, I'm like, why are I watching that movie? Like if this was interesting enough to kick off this story, why am I not watching the original? Why isn't this the sequel to that one? I don't know. That always feels weird to me. I don't like that. I thought JLo was surprisingly good in the role. When she was like a scientist, I wasn't buying it, but like when she got into the suit, that's when things started to jive for me. And in the end, I was just like, there's just something, the movie doesn't quite know what it wants to be. Like, there's a lot of camp in there. There's a good amount of like jokes and like references and things like that. Like when she's trying to like set up the the bot, you know, she's like skip, Scutori, just like, you know, everyone else does in the thing. Like it's intentionally doing some like silly call out stuff. And I mean the bot that spits samurai stars. Come on, that's fucking stupid. And lightsabers and the lightsaber chain sword, like it relied hard on camp, but there's also some pretty serious stuff in there too, right? And so in the end, it just didn't jive quite right. It took itself a little bit too seriously. And the AI terrorism and the destruction of humanity, like, oh, okay, oh, AI decided the only way to save humanity is to kill humanity. Well, that's original. That's something that we've seen about 1,000 times.
As it should be.
Yet, despite all these flaws, I did find myself interested. You know what I mean? I kept watching and I was fairly invested. So I'm gonna give it a complete middle of the road 2.5.
Okay. Okay. We got
What I
3.5
didn't
to
understand
2.5.
was if the AI he took off to his own planet, and if his solution was to eradicate all humans so that, you know, could be a better life, then you're already on your own planet. You clearly started your own AI droids on it. Why not stay there and create your utopia? I mean, he
Yeah.
clearly set it up so that guy got caught, so that they found where he was, so that he could suddenly go back to Earth with their ship with the bomb. It just,
Mhm.
uh,
Yeah, convoluted kind of like action movie
yeah.
nonsense.
Well, he wanted to go back to Earth because to him that was his home, and he can fix it, and he can, if he eliminates the humans, he can restart it and do a better job. But either way,
Trope. It's a trope.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, it's a fun movie. Has cool effects. Looks like a video game half the time. Um, Jennifer Lopez was good in it. I was very surprised. I was like, oh wow, she's actually halfway decent in this movie, and she makes shitty movies. So, like I said, good effects. The bad guy he was kind of cool at the end, his little fight scene and all that, but he
The
wasn't.
bad guy
I don't
was
know.
my least favorite part.
He's my favorite part.
Completely
Oh, okay.
Yeah, me too. I
so
wasn't too hip
flat.
with.
Oh,
You're
well.
talking about the main, right?
Talking about the
Yeah, what
Simu.
is his
Harlan?
character's name?
Cardi
Harlan.
Harlan. Harlan.
I wish
But I
Sterling
did-
K. Brown's character had a bigger role, not just getting his ass
Uh,
beat,
He was good.
Yes.
tortured.
I liked his role. He was good. But like Laura said, the movie did feel cheap. I mean, really cheap. Like Netflix said, look, we'll give you 50 million, and that's all you get. So, and you only get an hour and 40 minutes. Can you make it work? Like,
No, I
we'll
think
try.
it felt rushed. It felt super rushed.
I think
Oh, we
yes.
found him.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's go get him. Okay, we're gonna go get him. Everybody died except for her.
Yeah.
And the
that
main
part. Yeah.
Sterling K. Brown's character, the colonel, or I think it's a colonel. You know, you wish. Okay, so he's dead now too, and they're gonna go to Earth. She stops the ship. She stops the bad guy. Goes back
What?
to Earth. Becomes a ranger because she always wanted to be a ranger.
That's right. She always wanted to be a ranger. But you know,
But the
it's
one
one
part
of
that
those.
was missing is what, like
Uh-huh.
Laura said, the backstory of her when they kind of give you a little bit of it. I'm like, nobody trusts her. She's a rogue. She's a something. She's like, well, why?
Well, we
Just
don't get
because you
enough
said
of that.
so?
All
I didn't
because
get
what she
enough.
did as a kid. Who cares? Like,
Yeah.
No, the kid stuff I thought was the most interesting part
no,
of
it was good. But I'm saying, like, how's that going to stick to her forever? You
Well, I
know,
think it sticks with her and her like guilt,
in
right?
her, in
Yeah,
her
and that's the
world,
thing.
yeah.
I don't feel like it did a proper exploration
No,
of
no.
the plot points. Like I think that they were actually good plot points. It happens way too late in the movie. They should have kind of started with that. Like if that movie I mean, I hesitate to say that it should be longer because I don't know that longer necessarily makes it better. But like, starting with that instead of making it a reveal in the third act, maybe you should have started the movie with that so we have like a sense of the impact, and her emotional baggage going in, if that makes sense.
No, you're right, because she carries guilt around.
So much, and
So
that's
she,
relatable.
yeah, and then that's why she basically fends off everybody else. So everybody thinks she's a bitch more or less, but it's because of the guilt she carries. She wants nobody to be around her because she feels like I'm gonna screw up again. I'm the reason this is all happening.
And
So
then the
I must be the
mom,
Avenger.
yeah, and the mom aspect, of course, hits me in my core. It's just like
Yeah,
she
yeah.
loved her better than me, and I'm like, or
I
him
know.
better than me, and I'm like,
That's so true.
poor child.
Stupid
that,
child.
That part too, where Harlan turns on the mother or the whatever the builder,
Yeah.
didn't make any sense either. Because like, okay, you see all this stuff, you had the neural link, you linked, now it's both ways, and you see the bad that man can do. So all of a sudden, you're gonna turn on your person.
Yeah, I didn't quite get that. I viewed it as he manipulated her into turning on J Lo as a child. He manipulated her into turning on the Neuralink.
No, he
That's how
did,
I saw
but why was he trying to? Then he tried to kill her by having the mom shoot at her, and then he tells her on the planet, "Oh, I always loved you," or some bullshit like that. And
Well, the problem with that
really,
part
trying
was
to shoot me?
it was an instant villain, like instant.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right
was-
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
There's
the
no
problem
build.
with that.
Yeah.
That's where the extra like 10 minutes would have could have been stuck in the movie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All you needed was 10 more minutes to fill that gap, to kind of create that timeline / montage, whatever you want to do right there, to show like he's learning all this stuff
well,
on the
clearly
background.
the AI is not that smart because the AI could have asked, "Is this recent? I mean, what am I seeing between the link between the two of us? Is this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that's in the past. That happened in the past." But no, all of a sudden he turns fucking nut job and
But he
I think
only
he was already a nut job, and then like the Neuralink gave him the ability to then control.
be ultra nut job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I saw it. But I get your
just
point. It's not clear, right? His
I-
motivations are not
No,
clear.
it's like instant. But the thing about this movie, when I finished it, I thought this is just a fun sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
Didn't get anything out. It's not gonna be like, oh my god, this is one of the best. No, it's not a bad sci-fi movie. It's just a fun one, and it's a solid 3 out of 5. And that's it. Like,
yeah, you're right. It's a 3 after it's talking all that shit about
it's just a solid 3 out of 5. I mean, I could watch it again. I want to be like, oh, this is shit. I mean, hey, tell you what, it's better than the last sci-fi shit Netflix spit out called Rebel Moon.
What?
I mean, way better than Rebel Moon. So, I mean, but
Yeah, I was thinking
but
the same thing as I watched it.
you give Zack
Better
Snyder
than
this movie and about $50 million more, he'll tell you that extra 10 minutes you want.
Those
And he'll throw
mechs
in a
would
little
have
bit of sex.
mechanical dongs on them.
Uh-huh. You thought
Director's cut.
lightsabers were crazy. Wait till he busts out the Smith. That's what he calls it, the Smith.
There
So
are
there you go.
There are worse ways to spend an hour and a half, but there's also better ways to spend an hour and a half. So,
Yeah, that's
make
what I mean.
your
It's
choice.
the middle of the road, like, not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right. Well, there you go. So, Atlas on Netflix, starring Jennifer Lopez. We give it a 3 out of 5. So, check it out. Also, we watched. Now, this movie's been out, but it just came out recently on demand. It's the Ghostbusters: The Frozen Empire. Now, Laura actually went to the theaters to watch this because she's a fool.
did.
But
I
Laura,
liked
so
it.
Laura, so Laura will start off with her review of Ghostbusters and the Frozen Empire.
It's been a while. I should have rewatched it before we were going to do this, but I didn't. I was watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. In general, I liked it. I had fun. I thought the kind of effects were good. The villain was neat in like how he presented, like the visuals of the villain was cool. It's funny. It made me chuckle in several aspects. Paul Rudd is always entertaining. That guy is fantastic. And I love Carrie Coon too, the mom. I think she's fabulous. The only thing and I love Camille Nanjiani. He is really, really good as
The Fire Master.
the comedic relief / douchebag / clueless idiot. Like, he was endlessly entertaining in that role. I really enjoyed him. My complaint about the movie is the ghost girl. She doesn't really serve any purpose, if you take her out of the story and find some other way, for her, the youngest, I don't know the characters' names, but the younger nerdy girl, the mini female Egon, to unleash. She serves no purpose. It's kind of silly. And then forever, like my harp on thing is like, I appreciate that they didn't go hard on it. Like there was no kiss or anything, but it's clear that little mini Egon is a lesbian, who's into
Phoebe. Her name
a
is
ghost girl.
Phoebe.
Phoebe is into the ghost girl. Which again, I'm not. I don't have a problem with people being gay. What I have a problem with is
Being gay with ghosts?
every female that presents as anything other than hot blonde that you want to fuck. Well, she must be a lesbian. You
That's
know?
true. It's
Oh,
fact.
she's smart. She
Mhm.
has glasses. She doesn't wear a lot of makeup.
3
and
gay strikes right there.
Yeah, gay, exactly. In Hollywood, you're a lesbian, and it's like, no. Like, I would love it if in one of these fucking movies, it's like do you remember the movie from the early 2000s? Maybe it was the 90s, the But I'm a Cheerleader, like the hot blonde girl.
Like a Sydney Sweeney type, yes.
If the lips, do lipstick lesbians exist in Hollywood? Because it doesn't seem like they do.
No.
That's what I want. I want some girl that actually, like, you're like, oh, she's hot. She's, she wears a lot of makeup and she wears push-up
But you
bras,
notice it's
and
changed,
she's a
though.
lesbian.
It used to be the biker looking chick with the leather jacket, Now it's turned into the nerdy girl, like you
it's
said.
both. It's both. If you
But now
a
it's
strong
more the
female,
nerdy girl, though.
Either
Yeah.
what, if you're just anything other than traditional hot, I like boys and I want to get boned and boys want to bone me, then
Oh,
you
wait, what
must
movie
be
did
a
you watch?
lesbian.
Oh.
So that's my big complaint about the movie. Other than that, but they didn't go too hard on it. So I'm not like, I didn't hate it because of it. It's just my gripe, my familiar gripe.
But
about
here's the
Hollywood.
thing. Did the Phoebe character like the ghost? Because the ghost didn't really necessarily like the Phoebe character. See,
Yeah.
that's the
That's
thing.
true.
The
Well,
ghost
Were you
was
looking for a
using her the
Wild
whole
Things
time.
moment?
Yeah, what did you want? Huh? What did you want them
Remember
to
the
do?
movie Wild Things?
Oh, I remember
Oh, I
Wild Things.
remember Wild
Richard-
Things. Yeah.
Yeah.
They weren't
They had
lesbians.
a-
They were bisexual.
No, but they had that scene where they're like, making
yeah.
out, whatever.
Yeah.
So is that what you're looking for in the next lesbian presented?
Ghost?
No, because
person?
they're doing it in Wild Things. They're doing it performatively for a man.
As
So
they
no.
should.
I would want a story very similar to this, but it's a girl who's just a normal girl who likes to.
I mean, they didn't even need that whole
But here's the
thing.
other thing.
No, that they didn't. That's the thing.
In a
It
movie
was
like
stupid.
this, do we need to explore anybody's sexuality? Does it matter? Does it change the story? Does it change the plot?
Slimers,
Does it do
maybe.
anything?
I mean, the things you could do with Slimer.
I want to know
Well,
what Slimer
likes
wants to bone.
dongs. You saw when he had all those hot
Definitely.
dogs
That's what
in
I'm
his mouth.
saying.
Loves
Oh.
hot dogs. Yeah.
Well, see, here's the thing
Yeah.
about the Phoebe girl. She's supposed to be 15 years old in the movie. She doesn't necessarily come off like, oh, she's gonna be a lesbian, but it's just the
It comes
the
off
way
like
she
a
was
tomboy.
doing what. Not just
Exactly.
that. She was
And
only
so, clearly she must to be interested in girls.
yeah, and oh, I'm only interested in this ghost girl. Oh my god, I'm so interested. Oh my, I want to, like, this is my only friend right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, yeah, you came from
Like
the farm. You moved.
Casper.
You live in New York now, and your parents told you to sit your ass down. You're not part of the crew. Anyway, let's not give it away. Laura, what else you got for me?
Give it
That was
away.
pretty much it. I enjoyed it. 3.5, 4,
All right, 3.5,
somewhere in there.
4.
4. I'm gonna give it a 4. I enjoyed it.
Fuck, wow, pretty good. I actually thought the effects were great. I thought the story was good. I just didn't like the little girl, Phoebe. She literally is the cause of all the problems, the whole entire movie. And I'm like, oh my god, what a stupid character. Everything, and I mean everything, is her fault. And I'm like, oh, I wish the ghost girl would possess her and then jump off a bridge. Like, just get this shit over with already. This kid is annoying. And then when she thought she saved the day at the end, she didn't. She didn't. But I like the fact that when she did shoot the main ghost and then everybody helped, whatever, they all congratulated her like they forgot everything else she fucked off and did and created this whole mess in New York and froze the whole city over and probably killed thousands of people that probably froze to death. But no, it's fine. She's good now. Oh, because you found the copper and you put it in your backpack. You stupid bitch. Anyway, I give the movie I give it a 3.5. I give it like I said, it's not a bad movie. My only takeaway in the end was I don't know. I don't need more Ghostbusters. I think we're done. I think we're done with Ghostbusters. I think it's past that age limit.
Yeah,
like,
I would agree. I don't
It's-
think there needs to be another one. Let's just leave it on this.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
fairly high note. Let's not drive this into the ground. I
Well,
would agree.
it's the 40 plus crowd at this point, and they don't want any more Ghostbusters. They're tapped out. Like they're like, we're good. We've had what? This is the fifth Ghostbusters movie. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
We're
Yes.
good. We're done. No more. There should be a rule. You hit 5, and you know
Wait.
people want it or not. And
There
then
were 2 of the original, and then
well,
there's that shitty
There's 4 in the actual continuity,
Yeah,
and then there's the
yeah.
one reboot that nobody cared
that
for.
everyone fucking hated. Yeah.
Yeah, all because women started in it.
No, because it was
Mm.
awful.
It was
Because
awful.
women started in it. I mean,
yeah,
that's what-
it was awful.
Have you ever seen the movie Little Women? Did you like it? Probably not. Women were in it. Anyway, Carlos, what's your take on Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire?
I don't like when they have to rely on the original recipe. They had to bring back the Ghostbusters. They had to bring back Slimer. Get rid of fucking Slimer already. I think he's been in every movie. And he was even a pet or like a mascot in the cartoon. He was
He
everywhere.
was.
Was. Yeah.
And then they brought back the fucking DA who's now the mayor.
I
Hell
thought
yeah.
I liked that. I thought
Leave
it
it
was funny.
alone, man.
I
Stay
thought it was
puft.
funny.
Oh yeah, and then they had to keep the stupid little miniature Stay Puffs. I'm like, okay, everybody thought they were cute from the last one. Let's keep them for this one. Can't we just do a story that's just leave them out? You don't have to rely on them to make the money. Just leave them out.
I just don't understand how the Stay Puffs are in it. That's what I didn't get. Like, how are they still around?
I don't know.
I don't
I don't
know.
either.
Whatever. The Slimer thing I got. They don't catch him ever, and he's just kind of supposed to be comic relief.
They do catch him. For somehow he keeps getting out of the goddamn.
He's the only one who knows how to get out. out of
He's
all-
wily. That's
the
his
ghosts.
thing. That's his shtick.
He's slimy. That's right.
He's
He
slimy.
is. He's gross, but I like him.
Yeah, so they even had the gag where he slimed Trevor, the kid.
Oh yeah.
And
you
then
gotta
they had the
you gotta slime
gag
somebody.
where Dan Aykroyd looked down the aisle for the library and that ghost came at him. The same ghost from part 1.
What? You tell me they did the
My-
same thing?
That was definitely a throwback, and then my husband explained it to me later that I was like, I remember that, and I didn't think that it made any sense. It's a throwback in the sense that like the ghosts that they had caught and put in the trap were escaping. That's why she's back. That's why Dan sees her again.
Yeah. We got that.
I didn't. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry.
you-
I'm
but
a
you know,
dummy.
The unit had broken. The unit had cracked.
We
No, but the
hadn't.
dumb
It
part
hadn't
is
been
the fact
revealed
that-
in that point in the movie that it had cracked and that they were
Oh.
escaping.
No, but the dumb part was like revisiting that exact thing again. Like, okay, like
And
I
then
got it. Like,
Winston,
Winston.
apparently he's
Winston's,
a
like, awesome part of the
philanthropist.
movie.
He's a
Yeah.
rich dude now.
I love
billionaire,
it.
millionaire, whatever. So instead of fixing up the firehouse, maybe fixing up the car. Oh no! I have this whole other Ghostbuster unit in this old subway. Well, why don't you tell us about it? I'm telling you about it now. But we're driving around a shitty ass car and the firehouse is falling apart, and the unit is full. Oh no, we're good. We got.
Well, they
this
also
now.
get new backpacks at the end. He's also holding out on that too.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's the mysterious benefactor, right? He doesn't give you everything you need right at the beginning.
But wasn't he? Didn't we know about him in the
We did.
last one?
We did.
Okay, about his money, right?
I don't recall
Yeah.
that part. But
Yeah, we did. He was a
but he- yeah.
philanthropist in
Oh,
the last one.
definitely the being rich.
the
I
last
remember
one was
that
so
very
good, though.
Yeah.
distinctly.
So this, I don't know. It just wasn't
What's your
enough
score?
Frozen Empire to call it Frozen Empire. Just
what do you
wasn't
mean? He froze
enough.
over New York.
Mm,
That's the Empire City, Empire State
No.
Building. He froze over
No.
all of New York. Did you not watch
then
it?
that clown comes in. All of a sudden, he's the hero. Coward. He's a
clown?
coward. The one who sold the dude that from the
Fire Master.
like
Camille.
Fire Master.
Oh, he was hilarious. Come
No,
on.
he was horrible.
The Fire Master.
Oh. And then right
But
at
he-
the end, where the
yeah.
mimic was it a mimic or what was it or what do they call that thing? The one that
I don't
kept
know.
jumping in and out of thing, like he brought the
Oh
lion
yes,
to life.
the possessor.
Yeah, possessor. And then he possessed the proton pack and was gonna shoot the girl. And then all of a sudden, at that point, he got his powers and he pulled the beam out of the way so they didn't get killed. Yeah, this is a good 2.5.
I thought he only controlled fire too. On that part, I was like, well, how did he control the beam?
Anything with light, maybe.
You know, it's hot.
I guess, yeah.
If it's hot, there you go. I guess those proton beams got to be hot.
They do got to be hot.
Yeah.
That's for
Surprised
Anyway,
they
there you
didn't
go.
Bring back Zool. Surprised
So we
Zool
got
didn't show up.
no Zool was in the last one.
Yeah, Zool showed up in the
Oh,
last
she
one.
was.
Took me a while. Remember? That's what made that movie so
She
good.
did. She did a pretty good job. I
Oh,
hate.
it's funny that
Actually,
they
no, I
didn't
don't
credit
hate
her.
I hate the other one.
They did not credit her in that movie.
No.
You are 100%
But yeah, she
correct.
did a good job. Yeah, she did.
That one was good. That was good. And you thought maybe that was it because you wake up. Is it Zool?
Mm-hmm.
You wake
So
him
we
up
said
and
Zool.
it's over. But no, they that ended. They killed that one. We're done there. And whatever. Stupid.
Okay,
2D.
one of the lines that I did, it sticks with me, is when Paul Rudd is like just speaking the lyrics to the Ghostbusters song. He's like, "But busting
Oh,
makes me feel
yeah.
good." I'm like, I really enjoyed that. It made me laugh.
Well, there you go. So it looks like we're probably sitting at a good 2.5, 3 for this one. So, hey, Carlos, you saw a movie called Boy Kills World. Give us your review on that movie. He's like, what the hell?
Boy Kills World, good movie. There's a lot of violence. It's apparently people like to compare these types of movies now to John Wick. It's a lot of John Wickness, I guess. It has a good flow. And then there's a twist at the end that you kind of saw coming. But
Nah, I didn't see it.
yeah, you're dumb.
I didn't see it.
You're
I
dumb.
didn't see it. I
It's
thought the
okay.
whole time.
Okay, you're an idiot.
I thought the
Don't
whole
worry about
time
it.
the Asian
Don't worry,
master,
stupid.
whatever, was training him for revenge. For
You're dumb.
yeah,
It's
I did
okay.
not see
Don't
it.
worry about
It was a great twist. I fell asleep in the theaters watching this movie. I was so bored
How were you bored?
because it dragged for a while. The action, I wasn't like, oh man, it's amazing. I was like, oh, it's okay. But it was just like, oh man, this is get to some point. I know what you set up the whole plot, like Carlos said, a John Wick revenge story, whatever. You set it up, but it's getting boring. Are we gonna get some? And then when a twist comes, like, oh shit, great twist! Like it's almost like the score was at a 2 as I'm watching. Like, okay, now they're like, okay, a lot of violence, a lot of action. Then when the twist hit, you're like, oh shit, this is like a 3.5 right now. Oh, it just jumped up. I had 1.5 points. Like the twist is great. The twist to me saves the movie. It is a really good twist in this movie. Like I said, it was pretty good. It stars Bill Skarsgård, and Femke Janssen, right? Yeah.
MK Jensen
MK
also has Andrew Koji, which I was surprised. Did a
Oh,
pretty good
yes.
Scottish accent. I didn't know he was
Yes.
British. He's a British actor.
The guy that starred in District 9. Yes.
What?
Yes. That guy you're talking about, right?
No, I'm talking about the guy from Warrior, played Bruce Lee.
Oh shit, he's He's basically like the
He's
co-star in the
Basho.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Michelle
I'm talking. I
Dockery
was
is in
thinking
this.
of the fella from District 9 that was in it.
he's a Charlotto.
Yeah, he was good in it too. He was he was
Yeah.
good in it. Yeah. Again, it's
Yeah.
not a horrible movie. It's just it sets the plot up right away, and you kind of get bored because like it's just action. Okay, a lot of action, and then when the twist happens, like, oh shit, that's a really good twist. So
I think
Where
that's
is
what
this
Hollywood.
streaming now?
it is.
Where
Just
yet?
came out today.
Where
That's right.
at?
You can just get on demand.
Okay.
Boy Kills World.
So
Michelle Dockery.
I
I love Michelle.
I think that's
Dockery.
what Hollywood thinks everyone wants now, though. Just senseless violence. Nobody has any attention span. Here's a quick kill this, kill that, do it this way, do it that way, and then we get to the end. It's a fun watch. It's not an Academy Award winning movie, but it's a fun watch. I give it a 3.
Yeah, 3 is a good score for that movie. It's like I said, when that twist reveals, you're like, okay, you got me. I'm in. I'm back in. I was about to walk out, but I'm back in. So yeah, called Boy Kills World. And the last one we saw this week, Laura again did not see this one, so she's on the shit list right now. 12 pounds down though. On
Hey,
the shit list.
I told y'all I can watch one movie a week. That
Civil
is my-
War, starring Kirsten Dunst. Did you want to see that movie, Laura? Civil War.
No, I heard
Okay,
it
then
was
Carlos and I
shit.
will talk about it. Okay, Carlos and I will talk about it. Civil War is about what you think? Civil War in America. I think the United States is broken into 4 factions, and you don't know how any of it happened. You don't know. You don't find out at all in the whole entire movie. You don't know why the fuck things are going the way they're going.
No.
it's the president's fault, but you don't know why. So they kind of play it to like if you were, let's say you were a lefty or a right, you can be like, oh, I see, it's their fault, or you could say it either way because they don't tell you. They don't tell you.
I think that's genius, truly.
yeah,
But
that's yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see it. I didn't see it that way because California and Texas teamed up. So
Well,
those are
I
two
think
totally different. I guess you could say wings. One's on the left, one's on the right.
yeah, but see, that's the thing. What would you put the president just from that regard?
I have no idea. I don't know how he pissed those two different
Exactly. So
groups
that's
off
crazy
so
part.
bad.
Yeah.
And then Florida was trying to get their own deal going too, but they shut that shit down.
Yeah. So the movie's about not, of course, the whole setup is civil war in the United States, but it's really about news. It's about reporters, about two photographers. Is it two photographers, a reporter, and the black guy is a reporter too? Or is he the photographer?
I don't know what he was. Almost like
I
he
don't know
was
what he
just a
was either.
producer.
It
Didn't
could have
get
been.
it.
And they're trying to
But
get
what's
to
he
the White
producing
House.
if there's no video?
Yeah, I know. That's another thing I thought was funny too. Is the one guy wants to interview the president, but there's no fucking video. I was like, what? Anyway, the idea is they want to get to the White House while all this is happening in America to try to interview the president because they have a feeling that the president's about to get eliminated. They're attacking the White House, so they want to get there before it happens so they can try to interview the president so he can get his word out to explain like why this is happening because nobody seems to know. So Carlos, what would you take on Civil War, starring Kirsten Dunst and the guy from Parks and Rec? I forgot his name. Offerman. There you go.
Nick
There you go. Nick Offerman played the president.
and the guy who played the reporter is the guy who played Escobar.
Oh yes, the guy that played Pablo Escobar from
That's right.
it's called. No, it's
Cartel.
not called. Is it called Cartel?
I don't know.
I forgot.
don't
Now I
care.
forgot the name. Narcs. There you go.
Narcos.
Narcos on Netflix. The guy that played
Narcos.
Pablo Escobar. Yes, he's the co-star with
He lost
Kirsten
a lot of
Dunst.
weight.
Yeah. So what'd you think about the movie?
I liked the movie. It was an interesting story. It was more about Kristen Dunst's character, the photographer, and this new photographer, this young 23-year-old who's trying to get in on this, and she kind of takes her under her wing, and then you see the bad that's happening throughout the country, and they're in there taking photos, and I never understood why the press thought they were invincible. They're in all these different situations. Everybody lets them be there. Nobody like just turns them and go, who are you? And then
You
just,
know what? Nobody shoots at them. You know
pops
what's that?
them. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like
But
they're like
in
the
real life,
G.I. Joe
that
of
happens.
movie. Yeah.
There's been several people in the Middle East, press people who have gotten killed because they're like, oh, you're press? Who gives a shit? Boom, boom. But anyway, but I had a feeling that this 23-year-old photographer was just gonna do something, end up getting in a bad situation. She did it twice.
Oh, she was the Phoebe of the movie. Yep.
She was the Phoebe of the movie.
Which also pissed me off.
And then yeah, so in the end it ended up costing Kristen Dunst's character her life because
Spoiler
this
alert.
one did something stupid to try to get a photo. It wasn't even a spectacular photo, it was just a photo. But anyway, it was a good watch. I enjoyed it. It kind of kept me intrigued throughout, so I'll give it a 3.5.
Well, 3.5. Okay, there you go. Civil
Kristen
War.
Dunst's husband
Right.
was in it as well.
He's in it. He plays a bad fella.
Yeah,
Or
the
is
guy
he a
with
bad fella?
Red glasses.
So I don't know. The problem with this movie to me was I didn't know what the hell is going on. Like, why is this happening?
Civil War.
Yeah. Why is the Civil War happening? Like, they don't.
It was-
The photographers don't explain it. The reporter doesn't explain it. Nobody explains a damn thing, and they're just trying to get to the White House. And I was just kind of bored. Like, okay, cool, but I got I got nothing. Nothing's happening here. And I don't know if they were trying to make this movie to like, let's see how people react to this movie. Nobody went to go see it. Like, it didn't do all that well. I think they thought it was going to do really well because, the media screams Civil War left and right, like it's going to happen. But I don't. That again, it was okay. I got the problem was you didn't know why any of this was happening. That's the problem with the movie. They could have gave us a 5-minute, synopsis at the beginning. I don't anything. Just tell me anything, or have the president speak in the middle of the movie, give a speech, and this is why this is happening, or why you should stop. But they give us nothing. And then At the end, when the guy goes to interview the president, he doesn't give a shit that Kirsten Dunst is dead. He could care less. Stepped over her body like, bitch, I came to
Nobody
do my
seemed to.
job.
Yeah, he was like, come on, come take that picture. Come take a picture.
Uh-huh. And all he said was, Mr. President, what are your last words?
No, he
and then-
didn't. He said, I need a quote
Oh,
from
we need
you.
a quote. And then what did he say? He said something like,
He said, don't let them kill me. He said, good enough.
that's it. That's right. Good enough. And then they shot him. That's right. So I don't know. It was okay. It's 2.5, I guess. It's okay.
But the thing that got me was the what are they called? The West Coalition, the Western Coalition.
Yeah, they're the Western Coalition.
If these are the people that are going to run this country after, because it seems that they took over Washington, is everybody's in trouble because they were shooting everybody. It didn't matter if you're armed or unarmed, man, woman. It doesn't matter. They were killing everybody.
That's what I noticed too.
I didn't understand why they killed the president. I mean, if they really were looking for something like if he committed some sort of crime, they should have basically arrested him. We won. We took over Washington. We're in charge now. You're going to jail. You're going to stand for your crime.
Or done some sort of mock trial, as often is done.
Something, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
that or explain again. Was there a dirty bomb? Did something go off? Was he responsible for like, I don't know, over immigration, like people coming across the border and somebody did something like they're the ones that brought a dirty bomb? Like, what the fuck happened in this movie? That's the only problem I had is like, well, I don't get it. Like, okay, there's a civil war. How's Canada doing? Like,
Canada apparently is doing all right, and their money is worth millions.
it is. Their money's worth a hell of a lot more money. Like, exactly. It's worth a ton of money in this movie. Don't explain to us why, though.
But
Again, we
you're
don't
saying
know.
like that's like my only problem. I mean, that's a core story problem, right?
No,
Like,
that's what
if
I'm
you-
saying. That's the
yeah,
thing with the
if
movie.
you
I
don't understand
Yeah.
anyone's motivations, then again, the movie falls flat.
and Kirsten Dunst's character she's like Lois Lane. She's like the end all be all of photographers. I'm like, who's reading this? Seems like there's no law. If it's lawless, is people still buying papers
Who's
or
printing? Yeah.
who's printing this shit? And if it goes on the internet, I don't
No,
think
but
anybody
she was
cares.
uploading it though. It's what
I
I
know,
didn't
I
get
know.
was why the little girl
But
had a film camera.
she's not the
film
only one
camera?
at this point. I don't. Now,
Yeah, so she has to develop
yeah.
her film as opposed to Kristen Dunst. She's just
2
have
out
a
of 5.
SD card.
2 out of 5 now.
And
out of 5.
but here's
I
here's the
just-
thing though. At the very beginning of the movie, the president is getting ready to make a speech and makes
He
a
is.
speech
He is.
about how they're getting close to victory.
I
It's
know.
almost over. This is it. This is the last. But then all
Well,
of a sudden it
propaganda.
falls and
Mhm.
he falls and
And they still don't tell us why.
no, like the Secret Service lady who's like, oh, he wants to surrender. He'll surrender to you, but there's some conditions, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, fuck you. And they shoot
They
her.
just shoot her. Yeah.
She's unarmed. Then they just go around just killing everybody who's associated with the president. It didn't matter.
That was
Armed
the
or
dumbest
unarmed.
part too. When they shot like you said, the press
That's
secretary.
fucking
Was like,
war. That's
I'm like-
fucking war. I
but I'm
mean,
like,
if it
wha-
really is a war,
no, but like the press secretary comes out and basically says he'll surrender himself, but he has like some conditions. Boom, shut up, bitch. We just want the president. Okay, oh,
I mean,
okay. You don't really
shit.
want the president, like, cause you don't
But
want
they-
answers.
What's funny is that they treated him almost like Osama.
Yeah,
So they killed him, and then they all just took pictures around him like he was some sort of deer, some sort of trophy, game
yeah.
trophy,
Like,
right?
I'll tell you, it's not. It's I don't know.
sounds like a lot of hashtag
Yeah, you're right.
commentary.
Now I'm pissed. That's two out of 5.
Well, I think the worst part though is when you go back and think about it. Who gives a shit about Kirsten Dunst's character? Any of those characters, honestly, you don't care.
What's funny is that like when they came into that town that had the boutique and they tried on clothes,
yeah,
and they were like, we're not a part of it. We don't care. And everything was fine.
yeah.
No war, no buildings torn apart, nothing. We're
Uh-huh.
like, whatever. It's not our business.
Yep.
Almost. I mean, if everybody treated it that way, I'd be like, somebody knocks on my door, hey, we're going to war. I'm like, nah,
Not me.
Nah, I'm good.
Sorry. Yep.
nah. Can you bring in my mail? It's right
I'm
there.
watching Brooklyn
I'm
Nine-Nine.
kind of intrigued. I kind of want to watch it now.
You're
You're
gonna
welcome.
watch
We
it
did a
and you're
great
gonna go
job.
like, what
We did a great
shit-
job reviewing it. That
what a
she wants to
shit
watch
movie.
it.
Like, I know, right? We shit on this movie and like, I want to watch this movie.
I
now.
mean, because the plot holes that you're mentioning are very wide. But some of the things that you're talking about do seem very much like social commentary.
No, it
that I'm
is. That's what the
interested in
movie was made for.
seeing.
100%. Like I said, this guy made it to try to get a rile out of people to go watch it, and then again, nobody cared. Like,
But I wish at the end, after they shot the president, they got their stupid picture, they'd go back into the hallway and see how Kristen Dunst was doing.
Nobody cared.
Nobody gave a shit.
cared. Not even the girl that kept taking
No.
pictures. You could
Yeah, took a pictures of her dying. Took a
Yeah,
picture of Kristen
literally
Dunst
took a picture
character
of her dying. Yeah, her protege is like, I'm not protege no mo. Like Robin is pushing Batman down the stairs.
Yeah,
I
she
mean,
should have
this
taken her camera.
definitely
It's a digital
very
camera.
commentary. Nobody gives a
And-
shit about anybody.
Yeah, and then here's the thing: when the black guy died, that's the only guy I cared about because he seemed to care about everybody else.
Oh, he
He
cared
actually
about the
cared
other
about
people.
everybody
What was
else.
his name? Buddy? Was that his name?
I don't know,
I
black
think it was
guy.
Buddy.
Buddy Christ.
Token? Oh, Tolkien. Tolkien. Remember, that's his name. His name is Tolkien in South Park, not Token. Tolkien.
Speaking of South Park, has anybody seen the new movie?
Hell yes, I saw the
Yes.
Ozempic
I
special.
haven't seen it yet. I told my husband to
That's for
download it. I
you.
want to watch
That's
it.
for
Yeah.
you. We'll talk about it next week.
Okay.
Ozempic special. Yeah. So
The end of obesity.
that's right. The end of obesity. Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, there you go.
Body
We give you a lot.
positivity, everybody. Body positivity.
Yeah, we give you a lot to chew on, to watch.
Digest.
Suggestions or not to watch. I don't know. Hey, whatever.
You
So check-
decide.
Yeah, you decide. So check all that out. Anything left before we go, Laura?
Nope.
Okay. Carlos?
Oh, good.
Nothing. All right. Remember to check out Impolite Society. It's available now where all podcasts are found. And this week's episode is about assisted suicide. So, so there you go. That's an interesting topic.
Career
It's a
suicide.
career suicide is
Very different than what
That's
we're
next,
talking
very
about.
different.
next episode, right?
that's we'll talk about actors that made movies that
No,
were the careers.
next upcoming episode is
Uh-huh.
about pedophiles in prison.
Oh,
Pedos in prison.
pedos in
Yep.
prison.
Pedos in prison.
Nice. All right.
What their survival rate is? Is that what?
Yeah,
we're
what-
going
yeah,
with?
exactly.
Yep, that's
Oh, is
exactly
it?
what it's about. It's about
Mhm.
do pedophiles get killed in prison at the rate that I would prefer?
Okay. So you
Is there
say.
truth to that? That's the
That's
next
true
episode.
too, though.
But
That's true.
that's another week away. Enjoy the medical assistance in death episode because
Hey,
that's
Dahmer got
that's
his,
the
so
formal.
you know. Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. So there you go, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Nerds Talking, the podcast. We appreciate you listening. And that's what we got for you. For Laura.
Goodbye.
For Carlos.
Bye-bye.
And I'm Lafayette. Thanks for tuning in to Nerds Talking, the podcast. We'll catch you next time.